Hey guys, we're live now.
We're live.
How are you?
We got Drew another week in a row.
Yay. I feel lucky.
How did that happen?
I'm back.
I'm back full time.
Two very big things.
Are you back full time now, Drew?
Yes, sir.
You know what I have to say about that? Woo! So we've had some interesting happenings in the WWE universe the last couple days.
Happenings.
We really have.
What?
I know you want to talk about the Pier Cinema, Joe. I know you want to go in.
Oh, Friday night was.
Just do it. Just.
All right.
So you were so excited.
All right. So going into Friday, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even go through the whole thing. We're just gonna talk about the reunion of all reunions. Everybody put their ones up. Put them up, guys.
It was there.
We acknowledge. We acknowledge Joe. Okay. Roman is the tribal chief. He's the only tribal chief. And so we all see it, whether you watched it live, fell asleep, and watched the clip later. What
I feel attacked.
I actually watched it. I stayed up and watched it.
No way.
Fuck you guys.
You always fall.
I know. That's why it's more amazing.
So I was spending time with the kids when it was on, and Logan didn't want to watch it. And we were watching a movie, and then so I'm watching the chat, right, for updates. And we all had a little speculation last week about Sami Zayn's current status, at whether or not he was going to turn on the Bloodline. Was he now aligned with Solo Sikoa? What was going on? And then you had that little hula kick go to Roman's head during Crown Jewel. So there's a lot of speculation there. And you had Sami Zayn come down to the ring. You got the Usos there already. You got Roman there already. And, well, no. How did it set up? Roman came out and confronted Solo, right?
Yeah.
And the Bloodline. All right.
Yes.
So Roman is, no pun intended, Solo, confronting Solo and the rest of the new Bloodline. And they share some words, and then they talk about WarGames. And Solo makes the remark to Roman that, hey, you're going to need to find 4 more people. And, you know, Roman's kind of looking at him like, what do you mean 4? Now, I'm not sure how far Roman's education has gone in his life. I'm not sure if he's a college graduate. I'm not sure, but
Georgia Tech, I think.
But you could see when Solo said you need to find 4 people, the look at Roman's face, it kind of looked like his mind was doing something like this. He was
Like he was shorting out.
He didn't know. So, like, he regurgitated it back, and he goes, what do you mean 4? There's only 4 of you total. And then Solo starts talking about his man, Sami Zayn. And what I thought was very, very interesting how they did it, which I'm glad they did it this way, they did not cue Sami's music. Sami just appeared at the top of the ramp. And Roman goes and looks at him. Then you got the bloodline that start just pounding on Roman, and not in a good way. And you got the twins. They come out. They try to make the
not in a good way.
and like they pass Sammy. You see Jey kind of look at Sammy like, "Yo, what the fuck, dude?" And they run down. They attempt to make the save, and they are not doing well at the save. The numbers game is just too much. So Solo's got Roman in the ring in a very, very, very vulnerable state. He was
Not
almost like a newborn baby. That's the level of defenselessness he had. And then Solo's about to hit him with the big old spike, and he stops. And he looks to the ramp and goes, "You, red-headed Canadian boy, come here." And Sami Zayn reluctantly enters the ring. And Solo says, "You, Ginger Ninja, kick him in the face." Sammy, you see him charge up for his hula kick. And what happens? Can anybody, did it seem like it took forever for anybody else?
Like
Because
the
I
weight,
felt like he was like warming up there for a minute. And then
yeah.
To then
he held it.
He did. Like he held that
He
moment.
held a hell of a kick.
He did. And when it connected, it did not connect to Roman's face. All you heard right on the side of Solo's face, the hula kick heard around the world. And all of us who worship our tribal chief knew what was happening. This dollar store bloodline tucks their tails and kind of goes away. And when they do, we got a picture that was better, or let me not say better, I retract that, but on par with that original shot in the first Avengers movie when they do the 360 camera between the original members. We had something that was on par with that. You had all four, because first Roman looks at Sammy and Sammy just, that's what Sammy says to him after he embraces Jey. Jimmy gives him the side eye because Jimmy just needs to get over. Sammy's more Usi than him.
He really.
You're hearing this here first. This is my hot take of the night. Sammy Uso's more Usi than Jimmy Uso. They shouldn't even call him Jimmy Uso. They should call him Jimmy U. He should be Jimmy U. He needs to step his Usi game up. Because Sammy, he's dripping Usiness. Okay? The Usiness is just from those little Canadian pores just dripping out. And then we have that picture, which is the basis for the Triple N Christmas card for this year.
But you did a fantastic job on, Joe.
Thank you. I do work.
Absolutely.
I do work. And it just fuck the rest of the show. Like, this is what we wanted. This is what
it was absolutely the most important thing. No, it was 100% the most important thing. I have a question about Bloodline stuff. And considering, Joe, that this seems to be your most favorite thing going on in WWE, I'm wondering. And
well, you can call me the assistant wise man.
The assistant wise, all right.
I'll be the assistant wise man.
As far as the storytelling goes in it, right? Why are they still having friction between Sammy and Jimmy? When
my question, my response to you, Garrett, how well do you get along with all your siblings?
I get along with all mine just fine. I have one.
I have none.
Do you have times of your life where I know it's happened with me and my sisters.
Oh, yeah. We had a fight.
there's friction there, and then maybe like the favorite sibling is giving another sibling more attention, and the other siblings being a little jelly because they want to be the peanut butter, and right now they're not the peanut butter; they're the jelly.
Right.
The other siblings, the bread, and they're just having peanut butter sandwiches.
Right, but it just like Jimmy saved Roman and brought Jey back. So Jimmy is bringing them all back, and then like we all called Jey also bringing Sami, but you would think that they wouldn't have any friction stuff going on, especially considering he was friends with him. Jimmy's the reason he was in the bloodline in the first place.
And then he got jelly. But like let's be honest, Jimmy Uso is probably by leaps and bounds the least charismatic member of that bloodline.
Right now, yes, 100%.
I'm talking about in general, like between the four of them, like Jimmy's got the charisma of a wet paper towel. And Sami Zayn's Taylor Swift.
He's wrestling Taylor Swift.
He's more like Ginger Swift.
What?
He's more like Ginger Swift.
No, he's Sammy Swift. Sammy Swift.
Sammy Swift.
He's Sami Zayn, Sammy Uso, Sammy Swift. He can be whoever he wants because he's a fucking treasure.
He really is.
He's
the Canadian man and American treasure? I don't get it.
Dude, he's the best thing to come out of Canada since Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. The only other obviously stuff that significant thing was the Orton pile driver from KO. That was
so you talk about that. Why I haven't shared this on Facebook yet. So you start talking. I'm going to single shot you again, Garrett.
All right.
Single shot you right all over your face, and you do what you do.
I've been waiting to hear that. Okay, anyways. So, obviously, if you didn't see it all over the internet, everywhere, was Randy Orton sold the absolute hell out of a pile driver by KO. KO, who was wearing a Kevin is right shirt. Kevin was right, Kevin is right. I think Kevin was right, which is a callback to Magneto. If anyone knows comics, which is two of the other guys in here would definitely know. Magneto
I think
was
it
right.
actually more was a Thanos is right thing than a Magneto was right thing. I think that's what they were going for.
And either way, it's accurate. So yeah, he's pissed. KO is pissed at everybody. I actually shared a thing with the rest of everyone here about currently going through and then how he should be attacking pretty much everybody. And
he's stopping a little bitch.
He's started with Orton, and they were going at it. He kicked him, knocked him down, hit him with a pile driver, and they carried Orton out on the stretcher. They strapped him to the board. He's gone. He's out, and who knows what's next? I'm assuming this is going to be what you call it? The champ's next contender. This has got to be it. It's got to be him. It's got to be Cody and KO now at this point. This has got to be the lead up. So I don't know where they're gonna, which one they're gonna go with. I don't know if it's gonna be right away, or if it's gonna be all the way to Rumble. But let's go. Let's get it.
Let's get it. That's Garrett's quote. Let's get it. He wants KO versus Cody.
I do.
Be honest
I'm
with
just
you.
gonna want KO walking away with the belt, but it's not gonna happen.
I'm kind of cool with that. Like that.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's what I want.
Now, my question is: so this whole shit with Randy's a work, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you
watch the video, it's not even like close.
If you watch the video, if you watch the side shot, it looks devastating.
Right, but we do know this dude's got a spine like toothpicks.
Right. But that's why, when you see it the other way, and it's his shoulders, KO literally lands on the back part of his butt, and he's tilted. And he's literally back like this when he drops.
Right.
So his shoulders bounce off of his thighs, and he goes that way. And it's fantastic. Yes, we're breaking kayfabe. Sorry, everybody. We know what it is, but it still looked amazing. Don't look at it from any other direction than hard cam, because when I saw another one, you see
the only way I like to watch it.
Yeah, because his head was literally like that far away from the mat. Like there was not even like
opposite of Austin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where Austin's, vertebrae were all the way
about this far below his legs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. It was the opposite. It was If you need somebody to kayfabe pile drive you, out of action, KO's the guy because it looked beautiful from Hurricane.
I saw just the original shot in it. So that's why I was curious. Yeah. Now, Garrett, I have a question for you.
Sir,
it's a
do you think it should be a triple threat between the three of them? So, like, they play up, Orton's hurt, and then Orton comes out, like, wins the Rumble, and then makes that a triple threat come Mania time.
I would love that. I think that would maybe be the best way to go. I don't know if they're going to drag out KO to Cody that long.
Yeah, that could be. We might end up with Cody. We might just end up with Cody and Orton.
Yeah, I would see that happening at the Rumble if they were going to go triple threat. Like he comes back before the Rumble and he's talking. Oh, it's good. I'm glad to see you back. Oh yeah, I'm glad. You let.
Or the Rumbles before that match. Yeah, I can see
boom,
that.
He hits him with an RKO, and we got your three-way.
Now, Drew, do we have a Raw rundown this week? All right, perfect. So we'll do that after. I got a couple articles I want to address. One of them, which I didn't realize this. Maybe they announced this before. But coming in January, we will now have 6 hours. 3 hours SmackDown is being added to the time thing. So now we will get 2 full 3-hour shows to have to keep track of and watch every week and still try to pay attention to NXT. And let's be honest, we all gave up on AEW for the most part. And pay attention to pay-per-views. I'm excited for the wrestlers because it gives them more opportunity to work with things. But it's a lot of fucking wrestling.
It's a lot, man.
And I know on a wrestling podcast is probably what we shouldn't be saying.
But
we all have lives and jobs and shit.
And we have lives. We have jobs. We want to be able to cover things well and give it its due.
We currently can't even cover AEW.
Honestly, so much.
I follow AEW on Facebook, and it's a lot of regurgitated crap. Like it is fancy. It is fucking whatever. Sasha Banks hitting somebody with a car. It is
that's Mercedes Moné.
Whatever. It is, Christian Cage telling Hook that he wishes his father was dead and all this shit.
Yeah, the father stuff is
there's just a lot of like it's like I said, I don't like watch it, but like going through that, it's like I don't know what happened to Adam Page. Like he's, he looks stupid now with this weird beard, and now he's a heel, and it's just dumb. Like it just seems like they went WWE mid 2000s.
Like in my opinion, they're not even like relevant at this point. And I know there's people like if we had any sort of fan base whatsoever, I'm sure there would be people that would like crucify me for making that comment.
Hey, my grandma loves us.
But Joe, if they had followed us, we talked about it all the time when it was the best product on TV.
Right. Well, and I also want to blame our lack of coverage on Stu resigning after half an episode. Right. So if he didn't resign after half an episode, we would all know about AEW stuff.
But Stu tells me like all the good stuff happening, and it's still barely worth reporting. It just as we know, the matches are usually super good, but they all kind of have the same flavor to them. Most of the matches are 50-50, and then somebody wins at the end. There's not a whole lot of storytelling in a lot of the matches. Some of them,
AEW has us all sitting back right now going,
what the hell you think?
What the hell? All right.
It's like Moxley and people are beating people up, and then
bleeding.
Moxley's bleeding, and then
everywhere.
People up.
Like that man needs to see a gynecologist because somebody's not supposed to bleed that much in a month.
Yeah.
No.
But before we go on to
so Vince
commercial and everything
certainly took out AEW, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Who did?
If Vince McMahon didn't leave, we'd probably still be watching AEW a little bit more.
I pretty much stopped watching AEW when Cody came back.
I stopped watching for sure when Vince was like, I'm crap. I got to get out of here.
I crap and I crap on people.
Yeah, Vince leaving did make me feel like I was investing more time into WWE. But right now, guys, I want you to get your crumpets out. Get your teacups out because I have a little bit of tea for you. Okay, I'm gonna spill it. I'm gonna spill it. Tea is water based, so I'll allow it.
It's just water though. There's no flavor.
Yeah, I already drank my coffee.
So according to Jonathan Coachman, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill don't like each other at all.
Great, good.
This is an exclusive on Wrestle Feed, and I'm going to read you a little bit of a quote there. This is what Coach said. I've also heard that Jade and Bianca do not get along at all. It's from reliable sources. They don't get along. Now you have two spectacular looking women in Bianca and Jade. You can't look any better than they do. Bianca's already been in the main event, so you're asking her to give somebody the rub. Of course she's going to be pissed off. She makes her own gear, and Jade doesn't make her own gear. Do you see how this can lead to something? So, very much like some people around here, they're jelly. It seems like Bianca's jelly. I don't know how I feel about. Like I do have to say, even though like they're very like on paper they sound really good together. They've been performing very adequately, very very good. You can kind of tell they're not buddy.
Yeah, it's like the two of the same magnets when you try and put them together, and they go like this. Yeah,
nailed it.
Nerd. So before we go on, we're gonna hear a little bit from our sponsor. Are you ready, Todd?
Screen printing.
Have you ever found yourself in the need for some screen printing?
What about some vinyl work? Well, we have the spot for you. Seasonal Sports, 215 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro. Has all your needs. Go see Fred at Seasonal Sports.
Little Call of Duty Zombies there. Bye. So, not to get off topic or anything, has anybody else been playing Call of Duty Zombies?
Not yet. I'm finishing up some other stuff. It's on Game Pass, so it's not going anywhere. So.
Comic books.
Oh, you have the
Have
new
you heard of
Ultimates?
The new latest trend, comic books.
New latest trend.
Oh. Speaking of comic books, Drew, do you got any updates for us?
I will be sending out an update very soon, like the next day or two.
Nice. But if now, can people still contribute?
Todd,
sorry.
relax.
Sorry.
Todd, calm down.
I'll be right back, guys. I think I hear the dog calling.
Something about blueberry pancakes. What
the hell, man? Now I want blueberry pancakes. You can't deliver this shit because you're not in the same fucking state as me. So how dare you talk about such a delicious breakfast food to a stoner and not be able to deliver this blueberry pancake? I am terribly upset by this now.
What were we talking about?
Blueberry pancake, bastards.
I asked you a question about Alex Ghost.
Oh, my bad. I heard butt and I lost.
Can people still contribute and pre-order the comic?
Yes, you can still go on to Kickstarter and give late pledges if you feel like you missed out. We got a great tier at $10 and another one at $20, and they go on up from there with very cool stuff like buttons and stickers and comic book sleeves and all sorts of cool
condoms.
We didn't think of that. Maybe
because he's a ghost. Because he's a ghost, they're invisible and not.
So it's just an empty raptor.
Yes.
Yeah.
An empty raptor. An empty wrapper. Jeez.
So Drew, you ready for your single chat, Mr. DeVille?
Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm ready.
What did you smoke tonight, Drew?
Yeah.
No. Welcome back to the show. It's been since I've done one of these things. That's the Raw Rundown. Welcome back. Thanks. I'm glad to be here. Okay, so Raw was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Damian Priest comes out and he addresses Gunter. Gunter is only champ because he got double crossed by the Prince himself. What? You remember that, don't you? Well, I don't. There's been a lot since then. Then we got the vibe killer, Cody Rhodes. That's right. Cody Rhodes was vibing. Then he won the title. Then he lost the vibe. Then Gunter lost to Cody, and now he's losing his vibe. It's a thing. The Kaiser, the mouthpiece, for good reason, comes out and interrupts. Not only is he good at talking for Gunter until Gunter interrupts him, but he's also good at getting punched in it. Also, I'd like to bring up Imperium no more, please. I mean, like, really, is that even a thing anymore? I can't even tell. Damian looks, that's what I'm talking about. Damian looks strong, like the guy from the car commercial where he's like trying to figure out his own little like payment plan. He's like, I feel strong. You know what I'm saying? Bronson Reed versus Seth freaking Rollins. I feel like this feud is just what is that thing called? A rest hold? Yeah, that's what this is. Then we had a classic, not enough referees brawl with a future WWE talent involved, I'm sure, out there to try to stop the ruckus, but they couldn't because there's only 2 wrestlers and 30 refs. Then TikTok on Final Testament. Where the hell is this going? Is this even still a faction too? What's up with all these factions that are not good? Get it together. Then they mess up the Miz. He gets bloodied. Miz is so good. Just so good. Always, forever, and always. Confronted by the White Six. And guess what? It's a ruse. The Miz triple crossed us. It's crazy. Who'd have saw that coming? Then Karen gets 2 fingers to the mouth, mandible claw style. It's kind of weird. Some people are into it. Can we call this group the Final Mistament now? Is that loading? Can that be a thing, please? I think that's a lot of T-shirts.
I'm okay with it.
Then Damian crushes Kaiser. Like, come on, really? How do we think that match was going to go? Come on. Then, Damian, take it off. South of Heaven wedgie chokeslam for the win, baby. Then Seth yells at Pierce. Who doesn't? Am I right? I feel like everyone does every week, at least once. Then Seth, the fifth man at WarGames. I like this idea, but he thought differently. Then Seth's talking about Roman trying to take down this tyrant, acting like he didn't double cross Seth. It's not Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Come on, get your story straight, bro. Let's figure this out. Then,
we're coming back to this whole section here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, will baby. And then we had Solo out there. Then we had Solo out there confronting Rome. God damn, I can't get these guys' names straight. Seth freaking Rollins to join him and his group. The Samoan werewolf looks absolutely scary in this scene, and it is awesome. Then he gets called wannabe Roman Reigns. Then the main event happens. It's Jade, Bianca, and Rochelle versus Liv. Nia and Tiff interfere. Bianca and Naomi, champs get pinned. Now, nice match. That was the Raw Rundown.
Welcome back, brother.
So I have to say the one thing that honestly pissed me off was like it was the fucking final testicle that like got the beat down on the Wyatts first. Like,
Yeah, what?
like that annoyed me. I'm like, no, that should have been like somebody. I would have been fucking better with like Chad Gable and those fucking fools being the first ones to actually beat him down. Like
too.
that. I'm
stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
yeah. But,
Some of these sounds are so mislabeled.
Well, yeah. That annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, now he fucking laughed it off and blah, blah, blah. But I was still like, I figured the Miz was going to hit what's his face with the chair and he wasn't going to move.
Like, I couldn't figure out what they were up to until like they did it. And I'm like, oh, I guess like this is kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like, it was a thing. It happened. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. It was
Weird.
It was like that like the hand job that got you off, but it wasn't like you did it yourself kind of thing. You know?
Like, you got there. What was it?
Like, you know, it was a decent time, but it wasn't. It's not something that's going to be
my
a
eyes
core
and I thought
memory.
real hard.
So let's go back to this whole Sammy tried recruiting, and then like it was. I actually started like because that never clicked to me, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, like you're getting the semi-shield reunion.
Semi-shield.
Like, but like it would make sense. Like Seth, like makes sense, has a history with Roman. Like the only other person I could see them like going history with Roman by would be like Brock Lesnar, who has like the most because Ambrose isn't around.
Right.
But
yeah,
the reaction, I felt like because it was such a dramatic reaction, the way he shot down Solo and how he said, I will never work with Roman Reigns again, tells me he is going to be the fifth man. Like the fact that he said, I will never work with Roman Reigns again was like, that was the big tell that, oh, guess what? We're going to have this Shield. Like, that's what we're going to, the Shield.
And what if Dean Ambrose is the fifth guy on Solo's team?
That'd be the shit.
That'd be awesome. Dude, like, because there was another article that came out this week. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it said Triple H has allowed certain wrestlers to be able to go back and forth between the two companies.
I believe that.
I think
Like,
he would do that before Tony Khan would.
Like, bro, like, can you imagine, like, say it's like WrestleMania or whatever, and it's Rock versus Roman or whatever.
Exactly what it would be for, mostly.
Right. And then you got the new bloodline comes in and they're helping The Rock and like, and Rome, you know, the original bloodline comes out and they take them all out, but there's still like Solo still there with The Rock, but everybody else is all knocked out. And then Jacob Fatu's standing there. So you got Solo, Jacob Fatu, led by The Rock, staring down Roman Reigns. Usos are hurt. The interchangeable Tonga guys are hurt.
Let's be fair. One of them is completely useless.
Right. We just don't know which one because they're the same person.
Yep.
But so they're staring down, and then all of a sudden the lights dim, and you hear Sierra Hotel. Like the roof would explode, like, and then both of them coming out in the vests. In the vest, they go in. Ambrose throws a third vest to Roman, and he straps that sumbitch on, and the fists go in, and then The Rock, like, because let's be honest, Dwayne's got them acting chops, man. He just sells it with his face. The eyes go wide.
Yeah.
Just like that. It's perfect.
Yes. It's like when it's the look Thanos got when he tried snapping and he realized he was all out of juice, and he looks over and sees Tony with his nano Stark Tech gauntlet. That look of like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get away with it, but oh no, oh fuck.
But then the lights go out again, and then D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry go out.
And the lights go out again, and they come back on. Sting is standing in the middle of the ring. Everybody else is laid out. All right, Todd, it's your turn.
All right, I'm
taking Todd's
I'm
turn.
just
The light
watching the
goes out
train wreck.
again, and it comes back on. In the middle of the ring, everybody else is laid out. Is Doink the Clown cradling Hornswoggle like a baby?
Hello, good man.
And Hornswoggle is dressed like a mini Doink.
Oh, I'd be in for that. You had me at that.
And welcome to the Wrestle Fandom edition of Joe's freestyle
It's
storytelling.
It's Dink the Clown.
Dink and Doink. Dink Doink.
That's awesome.
So,
Oh yeah.
you got anything else?
There's a new
And
one.
then the lights go out again. I'm just kidding.
What do people think of the new women's title?
I was going to
What?
say, the women's
Why do
title.
we have so many freaking titles?
The women need the women need a mid-card title. Like, they don't even have like 2 belts per show. They literally have a championship and a
Even
tag.
manage the women's divisions, let alone give them
Oh,
titles. You convince me to give them more time, and
I muted you, Drew. Sorry. You got to unmute yourself. Sorry. I was trying to do this. Now you can
they
go
can't
off.
even manage women's divisions at all, let alone give them more titles. And I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. They deserve it. But what I'm saying right now, if you're not going to give it screen time, what's the freaking point? We have too many titles. Too many titles that don't matter, and that's all we're doing right now. We're going to give it to somebody and be like, all right, cool. And they're just going to hold it, and then we're not going to see them hardly ever. Get it together.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. All right, I got that sound effect right that time.
Do you guys, to go along with what you just said, do you guys think that this is currently the weakest that the women's division has been since the relaunch, since their huge boom when like
with Becky and then
when the 4 horsewomen came in?
Yeah,
NXT,
I think so.
It was built up on their back.
I think that's your biggest issue right now is
No Becky, no Flair.
No Becky, no Flair,
No
Rhea. No, Rhea's back now. She's got a little face mask. But no Alexa. Like,
Alexa, good one.
And let's be honest, like right now, 3 out of the 4 horsewomen aren't even there right now. They're either out or retired or what.
And Dakota Kai just came back. I don't know if you want to count her or not, but I mean, she's not nothing. Hey,
no,
not much.
But like right now, you don't have that star that sits above the rest. Besides, like Liv and Rhea, and they're intertwined with each other.
Split Bianca and Jade for the love of God.
I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know what they're waiting for.
They're waiting for a Rumble to carry it to Mania. They're gonna wait till we're on the road.
I'm gonna die before I see that happen.
You know. So it's gonna be long and drawn out.
Long and dry.
There's also a new WWE Ultimate, episode 11. If you watch it, you might see something happen to me.
So I didn't have time to watch all of it. I watched a little bit, and then I kind of tried to scrub through to see where I could see you, and I couldn't find you.
It's right after the Wrestle Fandom Championship match.
Okay. So it's directly after?
Yeah, I mean, the commentators are speaking about what just happened, and then it goes right into the segment with myself and Zhu. Check it out. Episode 11. UWE Ultimate on YouTube.
Shithawk? Shitstorm.
All right, and
there was shit was taped for next week.
Oh yeah.
Like Raw was taped for next week, and so like the 5th members have been revealed because it's the internet.
Who is it?
Seth on OG and Bronson on New.
Did I call that or did I call it?
Or did you read it and tell us?
No, I would have spoiled the shit out of that. Like the second he goes, I will never work with Roman Reigns again. I'm like, oh, you working with Roman Reigns again? Yes, you are. You little.
Especially once he see if the way they tell the story, if they get Bronson first, he's going. Well, we know he went, but anyways, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. All
right.
Well, all I know is we're gonna hear a bunch of. Well, that's not a good punch noise. That's supposed to be like a. And that's what everybody that's here with me thinks. Down. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. And Mondays.
A lot of people in your house.
I got fans.
I'm all.
The internet, Timu.
You have a bunch of midgets.
Mondays.
They're like this big.
They're tiny people. Like dwarfs look like giants to them. They hang out with my action figures.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure old man Logan over there is dating at least 2 of them. That old dog him. They call him the Silver Fox. But anyways, Mondays you get the Todd and Joe Morning Show starring Ganja Guru himself and moi, Triple Stizzle. every other Wednesday, Mr. Mastermind brings us movie masterpiece
Movie theater. Tomorrow's episode will be the
ooh, ooh. And
gotta
the
do
company
Birdemic.
man, Anton Rose, does not give us anything extra.
No.
Because
That
he's
was
a
all I get. Sorry.
What are you
Garrett,
saying,
I'm telling
Doug?
you, watch Birdemic. You'll absolutely love it. And
Birdemic.
then tell us about how much you loved Birdemic, because it's just fucking bad. Like, it's bad. And to think there's like 4 of them.
Yeah, but isn't there 6 Sharknadoes? Like,
Dude,
Whoa.
Sharknado is better than this.
Okay,
Like,
don't talk shit about Sharknado.
Yeah,
Sharknado knows what it is.
Dude, like,
Sharknado.
it knows what it is. Like,
Knows
it's a
what it
thing.
is.
Ian Ziering is a fucking treasure, dude. Like, he was one thing as the dude from 90210, but when he stepped on or into the world of Sharknado, and then Tara Reid, talk about a comeback.
Carrying a franchise. That's what we're talking about here.
That sent her into the next stratosphere. Like, she was like a half robot chick at one
Legendary.
point. Like, you can't fuck with tornado or the Sharknadoes. You don't fuck with them. And every
What was that
Tuesday,
supposed to be a sound for?
it was just an explosion. I don't know, like, so like some of these, like, I'm afraid. Like, this one says, "Just
Push
give
up.
me my."
Just give me my money.
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
This one just says Michael Jackson.
yeah.
Perfect.
I like that one. I'll give
Yes.
that one a run. This one says fart reverb.
Perfect.
That's reverb.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Jevin Sprunky. Okay, that was dumb. That's cute. Let's see this one. Car crash sound.
That sounds familiar. Like the beginning of someone's song in WWE.
Yeah. SpongeBob Boo.
SpongeBob poop.
I guess.
Down for that.
Case on Raging.
Okay.
I don't know, man. That guy was angry.
What are you even on?
Voice mod. Oh, yeah, I have the app on my phone, and you can make it a plugin, and then it like takes your mic and it makes it its own thing.
Nice.
All right, I'll play 3 more.
Okay. 3 more.
Just 10 more.
All right, this one goes out to Dogter Indiana Bones.
Nice.
Then this one goes out to
The one I left behind.
Drew. Drew, this one goes out to you.
Perfect.
And Garrett, you will get, because I feel like this one, if it comes out the way I'm guessing it will, just really explains you and who you are.
What the fuck was that?
That sounds just like him.
What the fuck was that?
You damn kids.
So knock and bye, bitches.
Who's there?